Wow. So I'm actually on my way right now to go check out a property listing that we're going to be filming either tomorrow or the day after. The photographer is currently on site right now and just taking a couple of photos and getting the property ready to be put on the MLS. We're going to come in another day to tour the property with a real estate agent, which is our client. And so I'm taking a couple of things over to the property so I can kind of get a visual of what we're going to be doing, but also to really capitalize on the weather because it's really a nice day today. So I'm going to take the drone up today. We've got the FX6 with us, and who knows, we could possibly even use whatever we capture today. But today is not actually the filming day. I just wanted to bring you guys along, and like I said, I'm keeping myself accountable this year to show you guys what it is to actually own a filming or film production company. I think I exaggerated a little bit too much with this big old jacket because it's not that cold, but I just like how comfy it is. I got it a bigger size, so it makes me look a lot fatter than what I actually am. No body shaming. Like I said, it's a super beautiful day. It's not hot. It's about 47 degrees out here, and let me tell you, it's kind of jacket weather, but honestly, you really don't have to. I like how comfy this jacket is, but I gotta go. I'm gonna be late. This is the part no one tells you when you become a content creator. It's a lot of work. You have to record every single detail to make the video interesting. On top of that, you also have to get the job done, film the actual project. I'm gonna have to get a second camera after I previously sold my ZV-E10, but I think I wanna get like a FX3, maybe another FX6, but honestly, I'm kind of aiming towards an FX9. I hear the quality difference between the FX9 and the FX6 is not like substantial, but there is an image quality difference. And you know we're all about the specs. Let's go to the property before late. So we just made it to the property right now, and it looks like, I'm not too sure, but I think people live here because there's two other cars here. So I'm not sure if they're here just to oversee the process, but we just made it here. I'll let you guys know if we can come in with the camera or not. So we just got back from the property. As you just saw, we didn't actually record ourselves or any of the interactions that we had because the homeowner was there and then also the photographer. So we didn't want to get too much in everyone's way. With all of that aside, today I wanted to bring you guys along and give you a little bit of context, kind of show you what goes into. Unfortunately, you know, plans always change, and that's okay because when you're in the business of filmmaking, you have to continuously adapt to whatever the circumstances that are presented to you. It's just the name of the game. You have to always, reinvent, adapt to the situation. I did also say while at the property that I was going to try to take out the drone, or actually prior when this video started, I said I was going to try to take out the drone, and there was just so many cars there, so I wouldn't have been able to utilize the drone footage whatsoever. I do, however, want to talk to you guys about a couple of things, and one of those things being if real estate listings, which I'm very diverse when it comes to my business and what I do in filmmaking. I can make a commercial, or I can do a real estate listing. I can cover an event for a company, which I do a lot of those. But if you wanted to niche down into real estate, where that's what you mastered, like that's what you wanted to do, there are a couple of things that you have to keep in mind. Now, on my behalf, well, I do so much, but like my main goal, like my main target, aside from of course helping so many different businesses, my main goal is movie making. I have my first movie out there, and I know I talk about it so much. The people that know me are probably like, okay, you know, we get it, you did a movie, but that's where I want to go, right? So I utilize being able to help all these different businesses succeed through marketing to go back and apply all of these ideas into my own business, which is again movie making. A lot of the times I try to incorporate cinematic approach storytelling. When you're in real estate marketing, or you're filming for real estate, you don't necessarily have to have a storyline, but I think it gives it a better presentation to whoever's, you know, seeing it. It kind of draws more of the attention versus the general idea of what listing videos look like, where they just, you know, showing you the property and some music on it and whatnot. And that's okay, because obviously what people want to do is see the property. But what I try to do with the real estate agent that I work with is we try to tell a story that really draws people into the property. How many, you know, houses can you see online and you're like, yeah, they're all beautiful, they're all amazing, but what is it about the property that you're listing and the video that you're creating with your real estate agent that's going to draw that person in? Tell a story behind it. Whoever sees you online and they're seeing, you know, the kind of concepts that you're bringing or the property listings that you're putting out there, create a story, something that really engages with people, that it's not just like, hey, you know, here's a property and this is what it offers. Try to help the people that are going to buy or the people that you're trying to get their attention. Make up something that is relevant to the property of where you're listing at. Another detail that you really got to focus on is what lens you're using. Like for instance, right now I have a 24 to 70 millimeter lens on my camera, and it's super diverse, right? Like 24 to 70, you would think that's a lot of range. Like that's a perfect, all-in-one lens. But when it comes to real estate, that's not what you're looking for. The details, you could utilize that 24 or that 70 or that 50 or that 35. But in order for you to capture or for you to really showcase how big that room is, all the details at once as you're, you know, walking through the property, show them what it would be like if they were walking on the property, you have to go a little bit wider. I used to do 16 to 28 millimeter. I think the 16-14 range is perfectly fine. I've done plenty of properties with this 16 millimeter. f2.8 16 to 28 is ideal. We're gonna switch between these three lenses because I want you to get a better perspective. I can sit here and tell you about wide angles, but until you actually see it, well, then it's kind of irrelevant. Let's go ahead and switch to the 16 to 28. There you go. That is a 16 millimeter. The focal length really begins to allow you to see the entire room. Some people go 14, but now let me show you the beast. And this is one of the reasons why I got this lens. Aside from the fact that I've always wanted a super wide angled lens, this thing is, let me show you. Wow. Me personally, I don't see any warping. Now check this out. This lens is literally in my face, and I'm going to record it with my phone so that way you're able to see how close I am. Look at how close I am to this lens. But let's go back to the 24 millimeter. All right. Focal lengths can definitely have a huge effect on what it is that you're filming, what is the perspective that you're trying to get from that lens. And there's a lot more, a lot deeper than just how close up it gets, but you know, compression for the whatever's behind your character. And we're not gonna dive too deep into that, but I want to help you guys understand what's definitely gonna set you apart and what's gonna help you succeed when you are filming for real estate. Laowa, super amazing job they did with that. Sigma 16 to 28, great lens as well. And then I've always used this filter, but for some odd reason I had stopped and I'm going right back to it. But this right here is a Tiffen Black Pro mist filter, and what that does is it brings down that super contrasty digital image and softens it to make it more softer, more cinematic. I think this filter is a must-have. If you guys want any more details when it comes to filming real estate listings, go ahead and drop a comment down below. Let me know what it is that you would like to know, and I will try to emphasize a lot more on that topic. I hope to see you on the next video and our journey of growth in filmmaking, and that's all things filmmaking. Peace.